Welcome to another episode of Game Boy Roulette, where we take a look at randomly chosen games from the Game Boy library. Oddworld Adventures. Oddworld. Wait, Oddworld? Let's have a history lesson based on a system other than the Game Boy. The introduction of the PlayStation saw gaming make a massive leap forward, ushering in a whole slew of new franchises and unique games. And one of those games was Oddworld: Abe's Odyssey. The game followed the adventures of Abe, a lone Mudokan looking to save his fellow Mudokans from Moloch the Gluckin and his army of Sligs, while undergoing the spiritual trials of the Paramites and Scrabs. Yeah, that was a nice simple sentence. At its core, it was a platform adventure game with insta-deaths, puzzles to solve, and characters to save, and it left enough of an impression to get a whole franchise out of it, including a new game coming out next year. And why do I know so much about it? Because when I was a kid, Oddworld: Abe's Odyssey was the game that taught me that gaming could be so much more than just bleepy bloopy action. Sure, there were cool looking and influential games like Twisted Metal 2, in-depth games like XCOM, and atmospheric games like Echo the Dolphin, but Oddworld was something, for lack of a better term, new and tasty. It was dark and oppressive, but wondrous. It had amazing set pieces and graphics. It told a great story through elaborate cutscenes as well as gameplay. I sunk so many hours into Oddworld, and yet somehow I didn't know about the existence of the Game Boy game until now. How did I miss that? I must have been distracted by Big Face. I'm a little perplexed how I missed the game, given the cover is staring me right in the face, quite literally. They're marketing this game directly to people who already like the Oddworld franchise, so I am already on board. I can't believe I didn't know about this game, so it's time to get acquainted. Let's get to the closest ring of birds and jump straight in to Oddworld Adventures. Oh god, look at all that text. I'm not gonna... Wow, they didn't even give me a chance. GT, Oddworld Inhabitant, Sapphire, Oddworld Adventures. This music is trying to recreate Oddworld music, and... uh-oh, not doing that well. Also, this image is both good and bad at the same time. They're trying. Game speak? What? Do-do-do-do. Do-do, do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh god, these are all the sound effects that I remember, but they're all super compressed. Let's do this. I fell down a cliff and smashed my head when some big face appeared and said I was dead. What? Wait, this is like halfway through the game. What? Hold on. Did they just, skip half the plot development? Yeah, we have skipped the entire section where Abe escapes from Rupture Farms. Wow. Oh, okay. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Okay, there's the roll. A to jump. B to gently pat the butt. Oh, they're trying. There's a Paramite. Here, enjoy your food. Oh, I died. They're really trying here. It's just, I don't know how successful it's gonna be. With a game like Oddworld, you really have to work hard. It was such a gorgeous and atmospheric game. I hit select and farted. What if I hold... Okay. There's something a little more how do I put this? It's weird, because in the original game, you were kind of slightly grid-based like this, because I'm tapping the button each time, but it also felt generally more smooth. Okay, we made it past the first puzzle. Oh god. Okay, never mind. Alright, I'm putting on my Brian is angry at nostalgia face right now. Going up. Okay, there we go. Pull the lever. Oh, cool. How? What? Oh, there's a sneak button. Right, okay, how do I sneak? It's not a what's the term for it? Like a demake. Where they take the game and make it significantly simpler, which is really all you can do when it comes to a game like Oddworld on Game Boy. Okay, just a tap. No, that's not it. Okay, hang on, I'm looking up the controls. You have to hold up. I don't remember if that was how the original game was, but I don't think it was. Oddworld is known for its, gorgeous views, amazing ambience and everything, and this is about as basic as you can get. They've pretty much taken everything out. I mean, they took out a major part of the story, too. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Oh, God. And I mean, I'm not going to fault the game for having these insta-deaths, because that's kind of how the original game was. But in the original game, they felt more satisfying. This one's just more annoying. I think it might be because in the original game, we could forgive a lot of the, the gameplay because it was such a unique experience. Roll! Oh, all the sound effects are all wrong. Oddworld is a game where you need all the artistry of it. You need to have the graphics, you need to have the ambience, you need to have the sound effects, you need to have all of that. And by removing it all... Oh, that's a bomb. To fit on the Game Boy, it kind of ruins the experience. It certainly is not awful, I'll say that. Hey, have a rock. But it's missing everything that made Oddworld wondrous. It's just making me want to go back and replay the original. Which, I mean, is a nice thing in and of itself, but... Oh, there we go. Now this should be on. Olé! Password. And now we chant. Oh! They don't even let you remember it. It just automatically puts it in. I mean, I guess props for cutting that out, but that was part of the, puzzle charm. Yeah, this is just... Yep, this is exactly like the original game, but significantly reduced in scope and ability and style and enjoyment. And I feel bad because I love Oddworld so much. Oh, God, hello, bye. Okay, mistakes. I'm sorry if I'm sounding so down about this game, but very sad to me. They tried. Ow. They tried, they really did. And I give them props for trying. But should they have tried? And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean in the sense of it was so ingrained with its style and graphics and ambience and everything that removing it, it's like removing jumping from Mario. This is far from terrible. They have captured the gameplay fairly decently. Not amazing, but decently. But it needs so much more. Well, at least they kept in the angry fart. That's at least part of the package, so I guess we have that going for us. I hope you'll all forgive me because it's time to put on the pretentious hat. Look, in terms of gameplay, I'm happy with how the game captured the feeling of Oddworld. It was a bit stiffer, as you would expect, but given the original game had its own stiffness, it's pretty forgivable. I was disappointed at the way it started halfway through the game, but I suppose you can't really shrink an entire massive game like Abe's Odyssey down to the Game Boy. And they really, really did try. The way the game played, the recreation of the levels from the original, all the game mechanics were there. There is something impressive about what they did to shrink the game down. But the problem here isn't what they did, it's should they have done it. What made Oddworld so special wasn't just the gameplay, it was the wondrous atmosphere, the incredible graphics, the utterly unique presentation of the game that turned Oddworld into such a mesmerizing experience. Even losing one of those things would hurt it. Having to cut out almost all of it feels like cutting the heart and soul out of the game. Maybe this game is designed to be for people who have never played the original, but in that case, by cutting a lot of story out, it just comes across as a decent Prince of Persia-like platformer, rather than the groundbreaking experience the original game was. I will openly admit to being extremely biased here, but I can't give a recommendation to the game when it so completely cuts out what made the original so near and dear to my heart. Even with solid gameplay, it's missing the soul of the game it was based on. So I'd say just go play the original, while enjoying some delicious paramite pies and scrab cakes, of course. And that's all for another episode of Game Boy Roulette. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to follow the series as we continue to dig through the Game Boy vault. I'm Brian J, and I'll see you next time.